So, hello guys, we are on alive and kicking again, Internet Marketing Freaks. Today with me, Thomas and Teresa, and we are going to talk about 4-hour work week. Before we start, I just want to let you know there is a picture behind me on the wall, and Teresa asked me about this picture, and I just have to tell you this is one of my favorite pictures, painted by Modigliani, Italian painter, and it's not original, so just let you know. So sorry for that. It's my favorite picture. It has to be there. Unfortunately, I have a hangout today, and the picture is hanging right there behind me. I decided not to remove it, so hopefully you like it. We are going to talk about 4-hour work week today. Why? Because I was recently reading the book. I was actually listening to the book. I believe you guys might have came across this book before. Thomas, you know the book. You read it, Thomas, before, or?
No, well, I'm listening to it too, but I'm not done with the book, but I've done some of it, and it's very exciting, and I really like it, and it kind of fits into a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. So I will tell you something about that. But how about you, Teresa? Have you read the book?
I have listened to it. It was quite a while ago. It reminds me of, just being able to compress your time and still get the same results. So it's like doing something once, like creating a video or something like that is one of the examples that I like. And you can refer someone, this is what I've done, to learn something, say, hey, I did a video on that. Let me give you the link, and it's done. And then you have more free time. You're not, hand-holding with someone to say, okay, first do this, now do this. It's like, it's duplication, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So there are a couple of concepts I liked in the book as I was listening, and one of the things actually was just thinking about how to save time, because I believe many entrepreneurs or people who start businesses they are overwhelmed with activities. There are so many things to do, especially when you start a business. So it's like people used to say, when it's like starting a rocket, like the most fuel is spent when the rocket is launching. So, but if you think long term and you think like ahead, and you don't want to spend so much energy and time all the time, also in the future, like in 1 year time, maybe in a couple of months already, you might feel burned out or something. So it's really great idea to think long term in a way that how you can save your time, and how you can probably be in a shorter period of time more focused on your business in a way that you can actually handle more stuff, that you can manage more stuff, that you can get more things done. And there were great examples in the book. I really loved the example of the guy. I don't know, Thomas, if you remember. Teresa, you probably don't. There was this young guy who liked skiing a lot, and he also started a company. He was doing websites. And there was a time when he was asked by his consultants, like, you should focus more on your business. Just leave your hobby for a while. Don't do anything else. Just focus on your business, because if you want to be, successful as you want to be, you just need to focus more on your business. And a funny thing happened. He wasn't listening to them. He actually he meant to have his business and at the same time have a fun in his life. And I think that's what many people miss, that life is not only about business. Life is also about freedom, about doing things you love, and the sooner you start think about how to manage both parts of your life, the business part and maybe also the fun part, or maybe lifestyle part of your life, or activities, let's say, or a schedule, or whatever you call it. You will actually improve, and you will move much faster, which is really interesting idea, that there are so many people who don't actually spend so much time with their business, and they still get a lot of progress. They still move forward very fast, and people who don't know how these people make it, how they manage, they just don't understand it. And I think one of the way to manage or to go fast in your business is just think about how can I save time, how can I produce more in a shorter period of time. And I can give you an example from my life. Actually, as I was going through one of our products here we have with our company we are working with. There was this idea about speed blogging, and it's blogging. It's also something I used to spend a lot of time with, and it's incredible that some guys even spend like 6 hours or 7 hours blogging, which is incredible. Like you write an article maybe, let's say 1 hour, 2 hours, and then you spend another 3 hours just improving it on, looking for pictures, right pictures, and just making sure they are in the middle or right, on the left, and all this kind of stuff. And the new ideas I have now after learning some of the stuff is that you can do speed blogging, and I actually pushed myself in a way that I made a blog in about 30 minutes, which is incredible to me. And at the end of writing this blog, I just pushed button to make it live, to make it present on the web. And before I used to write a blog post, keep it safe somewhere in a Word document, go through it again and again and again before I actually released it, And now I did it after writing it, and I put it online, and I just went to work. And it was just incredible, just doing that, because first blog post might probably not be the best, I will admit, because it's something you have to learn. But I think that's where it starts. I don't know what you guys think about it. I don't believe that anybody is able to do very fast and in a very progressive and a very productive way things so that he can save time. But maybe with time you will learn how to do it in a very efficient and correct way, so that there will be not just quantity, but at the same time the quality, because I think many people are concerned about the quality of the blog post as well. I don't know, guys, how much you blog. Just tell me your ideas on the subject, or similar. I don't know what your ideas are. Thomas, are you blogging at the moment?
Not so much, but I really want to get back at it. But what I think you're on something right to really speed up your work, to get more done and really produce more like blog posts or whatever, But I also think what I learned from the book is that Tim is using a lot of outsourcing. Like he finds people who can do work for him, so he don't have to spend time and his energy on actually do it. So I think that what he is into, if he is doing blogging, he will find people to blog for him. But again, it will make a difference if you hire somebody to blog for you and they want to copy you, and you spend like 5 hours on a blog post, then they will probably do the same, or you will tell them you want it that good quality, so you want them to spend like 5 hours on a blog post. And maybe it will be better if you teach yourself and then teach the people you hire to do it on half an hour or something, or an hour, and then you can make 5 times as many blog posts, So I think that's what I start to learn from the book, that he really look at his own time, not spend more time than he actually have to on his business, and then he finds people who can do a lot of work for him, but also work on like automatic systems and like like Teresa, you were talking about before we got on, that you were doing some training videos. So you make products or training videos that you can just send people to watch it, and you don't have to be there to explain things. So that's some of the thing. I don't know, is that the way you understand it too, Teresa?
Yeah, being able to, for me, okay, those of you who haven't seen me on one of these hangouts before with Thomas and Maros, Maros, okay. We just met like 5 minutes ago, so excuse me for that. We're going to get better at that. But I'm a single mom, and I have a challenged child and then an 11-year-old as well. So I have learned that I absolutely have to learn to chunk my time. Okay, so I may sit down and say, okay, I've got 3 hours before I have to go get my son at, adult day services, or I have, so long before I have to go pick up, my daughter from school, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So, you learn to chunk it down because life happens and you have to know, okay, I have to manage my time and have a life as well. So I'll sit now, instead of taking one person and sitting with them on a hangout and showing them my screen and everything else, I make a post on Facebook, and this is a good tip. If you know how to do a screen share, you can use Screencast-O-Matic to do this. There's several different programs. I personally use Camtasia. Just record what you're doing. If you have a skill, if you know how to do absolutely anything, you're probably a whole lot more advanced than the person who has never turned on a computer, and they can actually learn from you. And it also shows your leadership skills, and it also lets you duplicate yourself and your time. So while I'm off picking up kids at school or picking up my son from day services or whatnot, you could be learning from me from one of my tutorials. So it's about saving time and duplicating yourself. It's like having octopus hands. I'm in about 8 places at once. So, learning to manage the time that you do have in your day, because a lot of people say, well, I don't have time to run a business. Bullpucky. Yeah, you do. You have time to run a business. I mean, there's time management things out there online that you can, definitely use to be able to, manage your time. And it's just amazing. I mean, a lot of them are free. I can't think of the one that I've been using lately. I took notes on it, but anyway, yeah, just chunk the time out you have. You may have to do several different things throughout the day. Okay, like I have an hour to do my blog post. And here's the other thing. You're talking about the 4-hour work week. Yeah, he's able to outsource, but sometimes I will tell you, when you first start out, you may not be able to do that. That is something that you advance to. He talks about how in the beginning of the book he had a large corporation. He spent hours upon hours. He had no time for his family. All of a sudden he decided, that's it. I'm going to run things different. And he was able to travel the world and go different places and still run a successful business, because he contemplated. He says, well, what's the worst thing that could happen? If I run my business from here or or I run it from another country, what's the worst thing that can happen? And a lot of it is whatever you don't try, those are the things that are stupid. Because it's like the question that you never ask. The only question that that's stupid is the one that you never ask. Same thing. Take a risk. Do things in life and live life the way that you want it. Nobody says you have to live life how other people want you to live, because here's the last thing that I checked. The last time that other people's opinions mattered or didn't matter, I know what I'm trying to say. They're not paying my bills, so their opinions don't pay my bills.
Yeah.
So yeah, just organize your time and chunk as much as you can.
Yeah, great, and I'm glad you talk about his traveling, because that's actually what I'm about to. I'm gonna make some big on the way to make some big changing in my life, and I wanna sell everything I have here in Denmark and travel the world, or settle down somewhere else than here in Denmark, and run my business from there. And maybe I'm gonna be working a lot of hours on my business, or maybe I'm not. I'm not quite sure yet, but I definitely feel like by doing this, I will find some new energy. I will find some new creative ideas to run my business, to what kind of stuff I want to do online, what if something else I want to sell than I'm doing at the moment, or I want to do it differently. So it seems to be open up a lot of ideas in your mind about how can you do things different now, because now you made a decision about doing it in a different way. So you kind of have to come up with different ideas about how can you spend your time now so you still be productive and you still run a business, So it seems to be something happening in your mind, and it just like sometimes we get so stuck in like, oh, I need to be here in this office and I need to run it from this address, and if I'm not living in this city and with this address and this office and in the right place in the town, nobody will do business with me, because they need to be like the high, society class addresses and all this stuff, and they get all caught up in being at the right place and think that's going to build their business, And a lot of times I think what happens is that people just get to work crazy amount of hours, and just being in the hamster wheel of just working because they get into a very high rent for the offices and all this stuff, and I don't know, it's not the lifestyle I want. That's for sure. I want my freedom, and I want to be able to spend my time on what I want to do, fulfill my dream, and that needs to. Then you need to think different, and you need to come up with different ideas. And I think a lot of time people are afraid of breaking out of what they used to do or what they see most business people do. It's sitting in an office and working from there, and a lot of time working a lot of hours. Then you're really successful. But it's more of a mindset shift to see that you can actually do this in a different way, and by doing that, that will give you so much energy and so much new ideas that would not be possible to get to that place if you stay in the same place or do your business the same way you've done it all the time. So I really think this is a lot about mindset, and really get out of the comfort zone and do it differently, and just take that decision and make sure just with yourself that this is going to work out. Like you, Teresa, you have some challenge with your son and all that. That is I believe, what I understand, a huge value for you, that you can control your own time, and you can make your own work day, so you have time off at certain times of the day, and you can be with your son, that needs extra time and care, so that would be difficult to do with a regular normal way of running a business, so but it's still make that decision that you want to do what you're doing now, and then that will give you the freedom, that will give you the opportunities that you need and you want in your life, and just knowing that it's going to work out no matter what, and just go with it, and something amazing is going to happen, and it's so it's interesting and great to meet all these people online that do things differently, and also reading the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, because it really opened up ideas, especially for me, and just like, oh my God, did he do that, and you're like, maybe I can do something similar, or copy it or make your own model, so it really comes down to a lot of mindset, I think, to really just make the decision and just go with it, and I'm pretty sure that from what I actually put a video on Facebook today about that I'm cleaning out my house, just throwing a lot of stuff out because I need to get rid of everything. And it's been one of the videos so far, and it's only been up for a few hours. It's been one of them that I have most comment and interaction on, and I'm just sitting here getting blown away. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, people want to hear about my journey to freedom, and my taking some, I think for a lot of people, some really, really weird and just giant decision about changing my life and doing something totally different. And it seems like people like it, and they want to be a part of it or follow it. So I think that's what we need to do on the internet. We want to attract people to us to be a part of our business, or to do business with them, to learn from other people, and it seems like people like people who take some action and take some decisions and do some probably a little crazy stuff, and that's pretty cool, to already now to feel people are really interesting. So just give me more energy and more fuel to keep going after my dream, and maybe I'll be sitting on the beach and just work 4 hours a week. I don't know, but if that's possible for me, that seems okay for a while, and I'm sure it will be other times where I'll be working a lot, So I don't know about you, Maurice. Now you have something you want to add on?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I found the book fascinating, just because I know many people, because I still have a regular daily job, and on the side I invest my time with internet marketing and so on, and I see many people who own brick and mortar businesses who kind of sometimes micromanage everything. And it was actually said in the book, and I believe the whole book is about outsourcing. It's about giving part of the business in some other hands. So there are other people out there who can run your business for you. And it takes tremendous courage, I believe, and trust, because as Tim Ferriss was mentioning, he even gave his credit cards away, right? The numbers. I mean, people were buying stuff for him. People somewhere on the other, side of the planet. Some people from Philippines who were working from the company he hired, to work for his business. So this is just incredible. And how many people are able to do this? How many people are that open, And he was saying very openly that yes, it takes courage. It takes tremendous courage even to do that. But what it allowed him to do, he went for 1 month somewhere to Argentina to do a tango course, and he didn't even pick up a phone once during that time, because he told his staff, like, don't bother calling me, I'm not going to pick up the phone, and if there is any hot issue, something I need to resolve, you do it for me, and you will be successful, because you know how I think. I told you what I want, and accordingly you will take a decision. And this is just incredible. And you guys both know also leaders in our company, they outsource a lot of stuff. They have a great lifestyle, not because they are very successful, but because they outsourced a lot of their activities, daily activities, business activities. And I think this is a great lesson for each of us, that as soon as we are very, very successful in our businesses, we can afford to outsource. We should definitely do that, because this is the way how to create a great lifestyle. Because anybody can keep going on and doing the same stuff over and over again to be successful and grow and see it growing and work on it each day. But it's much better to to outsource some of the stuff and just enjoy life for for a couple of days, maybe for a couple of weeks even, and maybe for a couple of months. Because Tim Ferriss was actually saying that I believe that he said that after each month he takes like a couple of weeks vacation, and then he comes back and he works on his business again. And he actually said that it's necessary to do that. So I mean, for me it was really powerful, the whole book and the whole concept. And he's also giving great tips how to outsource, what kind of companies are there out there, whom to contact, how to contact people, how to hire people. So it's just incredible, because you guys work on your businesses, I work on my business, I work on it daily, and I don't want to see myself in 10 years doing the same stuff every day I do now, or might do in one year, or even in 3 months. I really want to enjoy my life, and I will be looking for ways to outsource, and I'm already thinking about all this stuff just because I want to create a lifestyle I want to have, because it's not about and you guys know it, and most of the people probably, but I still say it's not about making money. It's about having a great lifestyle at the same time, and giving value, of course. That's what I felt to say. I don't know, guys. Any closing thoughts? We will be running like 25 minutes now, so maybe Teresa, you just hopped on.
Just a couple of things to keep in mind when you're running a business. Now, recently, our company that we are with and has introduced a product, and it's called Top Producer Formula. And something that you're interested in, certainly do go ahead and get with Maros or Thomas or myself. But one thing that it teaches them there is the fact that your beliefs are huge. Thomas was talking about how we think we have to run a business from a desk in an office with, customers coming in and out. Actually, you can run a business from anywhere in the world. And one of the concepts that will help you realize this is, beliefs. Okay, so we all believe that the sun will come up tomorrow, right? Well, how do you know? It's a belief. It's something. Just like when you go to your job. You have a belief that you understand that you will be paid X amount of dollars per hour for that job. How do you know? Because that's what you believe. So when you are able to shift and change your beliefs that, things don't always have to be cut and dried the way that you've been, programmed in society to believe that they're supposed to be, then you have the freedom to do anything you want. I mean, look at Thomas. He's, decided, okay, I'm going to pack up and move wherever I want. Other people may view him as, man, you're totally crazy. But no, he's been able to step outside of his comfort zone and just make a decision that, you know what, life doesn't have to be cut and dried. You can actually create your own lifestyle and live any way that you want. And so, just keep an open mind when you're doing things. Things aren't always as they appear. You don't know if the sun will come up tomorrow. It's just something that you've assumed every day in life. Stuff like that. So it's a way to kind of think outside the box. So always just keep that in mind as well. And I think that will also help you to be able to manage your time a little bit better, and realize that you can do anything that you set your mind to, as long as you stop believing the outside world.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's a great idea, actually, believing. And what I just want to add to this is that just talking about myself a little bit and my own experience, it's sometimes very difficult to believe in something you so I believe maybe the best way how to start believing, or maybe just getting closer to your belief, might be just taking action in the direction. So if you believe that something will happen tomorrow, then you might start thinking about what can I do so that there is a chance that something will happen tomorrow. So that's what that's how I understand that what helps me actually to get closer to believing in something I have difficulty to believe in. Maybe whatever, it may be a little thing sometimes, but as soon as I take action, even a small action, little tiny action, or bigger action, whatever, it's kind of, I start kind of process in my head. These ideas are coming up. Okay, what if it really happens? What then? And then there is something going on in my head. There is some kind of shift, maybe a little small shift, but there is certainly a shift, because I'm starting thinking about something as if it was here, and then I realize, okay, then something will be different in my life. There will be some kind of different, and then I start thinking, do I like it? Do I really want it? Or was it just a wish? And this is something that helps me actually to believe in something I really want. If I really want something, I definitely take action, even a small action every day, and that's the way I'm getting closer to my goals. Okay, Mike, this was my closing thought. I don't know, Thomas, if you have anything, and we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I just want to say that I really agree with you guys about the believing, and I think what helped me a lot is being around guys like you, Teresa and Mars. We inspire each other so much, and we're kind of on the same journey in a way. So we want kind of the same freedom, and we learn different things from each other, and we get inspired, and we also in teams with a lot of other great people who do some crazy and awesome stuff out there on the internet, and it's so inspiring, and it really motivates you, and you get new ideas, and you start believing more in yourself, and you start believing more in your dreams, and it's possible for you to actually fulfill it and to have a really different and awesome lifestyle, because you're hanging out with other people who are on that way or already are there, and or they are at the place where you want to be, but maybe they have bigger dreams and want to go even further, but so surround yourself with people who want to fulfill their dreams, want to do something different, want to do some awesome business on the internet. That really have made a big difference for me. And a year ago, I've had this dream about leaving Denmark and sell everything and travel the world from 21 years ago, when I started backpacking around Asia and stuff when I was a young kid, and I just never really could figure out how I should make money at the same time. But now I know I can make money on the internet, and I can do some awesome stuff on the internet. And what really have kind of been amazing the last couple of weeks is when I start talking openly on the internet about my dream and what I'm doing, and it seems like now I'm actually inspiring other people to take some big steps in their life, to make some changing in their life, and this has not really been something that I have believed in that I could do early on in my life. I had a lot of struggle in believing in myself, and didn't really feel like I had anything special to offer people or to inspire people with, And now it seems like the more I go for my dream, the more I want to really take action and take the decision and actually go out and do it, the more I inspire people out there. So it's really powerful, and it just gives you an awesome feeling and really energy to just really just do it tomorrow, just do it crazy and big, because it's awesome when you get. I've had some comment on Facebook today from people I haven't talked to for a long time, and all of a sudden they pop up, and I thought they never looked at my stuff on Facebook because I haven't heard from them for years. And now they give me a message or like my post, and I'm like, what's going on? Are these guys keeping an eye on what I'm doing, And they are. So by being a better, like, go out and fulfill your dream and do it, you can be an inspiration for other people, and that's really awesome. And the more you do that, the more you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, the more fun you're gonna have. And so that's probably what I want to finish off with for today.
All right, Thomas. Thanks a lot. Teresa, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. We are doing hangouts each Monday. So you guys out there who are watching us, just just follow us. There will be another hangout. We try to give value as much as we can from our own experience and from the people we learn some stuff we tried and works, or even we haven't tried but believe that it might work for your business or in your personal life, to kind of come forward to to fulfill your dreams. And we are more or less talking about also business, improving your business, about business ideas, being more successful in business and also in life. So guys, thanks a lot for being here today, and you guys watching us, just feel free to contact each of us. There is a Thomas, Teresa, or me. You will find us on Facebook or some other media, but probably Facebook would be the best. Just shoot us a message, and we will answer definitely. Love you guys, appreciate you, and we'll be back soon. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.